Hi everyone, welcome to the first video with Curls and Sports, aka Erica Fernandez. I know many of you have seen my work with Black Sports Online on Twitter, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's time to launch myself and finally get you guys to finally hear what the hell I sound like. Well, for starters, I will be attempting to do this every week, and I just won't be reporting scores or no, I don't want to say the boring stuff, but more like interactive stuff, like opinionated, if you guys are familiar with PTI, or I don't want to say first take, but, or maybe more like his and hers, more like a two-sided opinion of everything that's going on in the world of sports. So without further ado, let's get started, and I promise I will get better at this. As you can see, I'm somewhere in my room. I have not had the proper equipment yet, but I will get there soon. I promise. So for starters, it's actually really funny because I'm working with the Knicks right now as a reporter with Black Sports Online, and I actually didn't get a chance to go to Sunday night's game against the Heat, but it was actually very funny how they were actually not really funny, more like depressing. The fact that you could hear "Let's Go Heat" chants in the Garden. My opinion on that is the fan base is just losing all total support of the fans, not the fans, of their players. Rambus last week he said that he wanted to make some changes to the lineup, and they're kind of still consistent in a sense. A lot of people were praying, more like Knicks fans were praying to see Jose Calderon be taken down and someone else could step up to the plate, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. And keeping it with basketball news, Kyrie Irving, supposedly there's a rumor that he wants out of Cleveland. He's, quote, not happy. I'm not too sure how good of that credit is, but he's actually locked in till 2020 with a contract, so he still has 4 more years of that, quote, misery to live with, if that's even misery to really compare it to. And I don't know if you guys missed it, but Saturday night's game, Warriors and Thunder, it just made you a believer in shooting, and it just made you really question if Stephen Curry is really human. The fact that he left the game with a minor ankle injury, and he came back, it was just enough to say, wow, what is this guy made of? And are they going to make it back to the finals? Probably. Is it going to be against the Cavs again? Maybe. But then again, there's a lot going on in the West that is definitely going to look to put a stop to the Warriors this year. And moving it along to a couple of other sports, only because I want to make sure that I cover everything. I don't want to be too one-dimensional. I want to make sure I cover hockey, even tennis things or anything, just to make sure I'm not just focused on basketball or anything just NFL related, for example. Abraham Alonso, he is he's still with the team, Cleveland Indians. He tested positive for steroids, and he is now suspended for 80 games. And I just don't understand why people still do it. Like, you're going to get caught, you're going to get tested, and you still keep doing it regardless of who tells you that you're not going to get caught. You know, this is safe, other people are doing it. No, you just stop it. You're already missing a good chunk of the season. 80-game suspension is huge, and it's actually going to cause them a hole in their center field. And it's going to be interesting how the Indians go ahead and tackle that issue. And Tom Brady has a new contract extension with the Patriots. I mean, that's not really a surprise per se, but are they looking to definitely get Tom to have another ring, and then we'll see him counting along like this? Possibly. And I know I'm competing with attention spans because Vine is unfortunately 6 seconds, and we could see it over and over again, but videos on YouTube are tough. So I'm going to try to wrap it up and add more of a flair to it as time goes along and I get more experience with this. I want to introduce something. Actually, I'm not going to close with this just yet. I actually wanted to talk about Leonardo DiCaprio. It felt like a member of our family won an Oscar. It's something that was so overdue, and it's so great to see someone of his caliber finally get a recognition from the Academy. That's all I had to say because I can go into so much more detail. And this is the segment I'm going to introduce, and please comment below and let me know if you think this is funny, if you think this is inappropriate, or who else you thought was supposed to get the Jordan crying meme of the week. I literally printed this out from Huffington Post. Literally. So, My Jordan Crime meme of the face goes to Lance Stevenson. I'm not too sure if many of you are familiar with his play. I will have to figure out how to somehow incorporate and edit and show the footage. But he had a lot of people questioning what kind of basketball was he taught or what was he playing, because it had a lot of people saying, so I can't play basketball, but Lance Stevenson is. He was so lost in the paint. He was all over the place. So that's why he gets my Jordan Crime meme of the face. So I'm going to wrap it up now. It was great talking to you all. Make sure to subscribe to my video below. There's gonna be a lot of stuff coming up. I'm gonna have interviews with a couple of players since I'm working with the Knicks this season. Anything boxing related will also be included. Anything entertainment wise, please let me know what you would want to see below. And I'm always encouraging conversations, because I feel like you can always have a great debate. That's what I love to do, without cursing though. I have zero tolerance for cursing. So just please make sure to subscribe below, and also follow me on Instagram or Twitter, CurlsAndSports, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.